So much money and so much time have been donated in the name of ending homelessness. But is that even possible? And what do we need to do to make homelessness a thing of the past? We asked for thoughts and ideas and got some interesting answers.
I think we need, as Americans, people, take one homeless person, change their life, take them under your wing.
We started a youth program here 4 years ago, and I'll never forget the day our first youth walked in here, and I was all excited. I'm like, listen, we're gonna help you do this, we're gonna help you do that. And he was looking at me and he's like, okay. I'm like, okay, so take the bus down the street to the place and sign up for your benefits and all of that. And he looked at me kind of strange and he's like, well, how do I get to the bus? Like, how do I ride the bus? And I thought to myself, what? And he's like, I don't know how to do public transportation.
The answer is very complex, right? I mean, we live in a capitalist society and homelessness is a byproduct of capitalism. So to move our system away from wanting to be able to cultivate and hoard resources, that's not gonna happen.
If every one of us in America just took that one homeless person and tried to get them off the street, asked them, do you have a father, you have a mother I can call, brother or a sister, you could see a lot of them don't wanna, hurt their family members to say that they're homeless, but 9 out of 10 times if they just say they're sorry or something, I don't know. I just think that we have to everybody just take one person and just say to them, how can I help you today?
We have to teach them the skills on how to go out there and be successful because they probably haven't had that in a while.
The best that we can do is mitigate the time that somebody is homeless, make sure that people are not becoming homeless when they don't need to be, and making that episode of homelessness as brief as possible and that they're not going to come back through the system.
A lot of people have different, barriers to accessing all the affordable housing that there is.
So really, we need to focus on affordable housing.
We do not have affordable housing.
If I had unlimited resources, I would first of all address the affordable housing crisis in Connecticut.
Every idea is worth considering as this crisis grows. But it's pretty obvious from those we spoke with that housing is at the top of any list.
We have had economic decisions and strategies on the national level that have had a huge negative impact on our landlords. Also, when our federal government put a moratorium on foreclosures, that had a huge effect on the banks, and that really decreased that portion of inventory that we would normally see coming on the market. Move it over to the state level. We also had, here in Connecticut, we had a moratorium on evictions. So that stopped landlords, even if they were already in the process of dealing with a tenant prior to the pandemic hitting, that they were already trying to vacate from their property. A moratorium went into effect, basically tying the landlord's hands. So landlords were forced to allow tenants to remain in place, could not go to the court to seek relief, could not evict them from the properties.
Unfortunately, that's a big ask, especially in such a punishing economy. And with so much federal and state regulation, this is the conundrum of homelessness. There are so many ideas that can help, but no single direction we can go in, no compass we can follow to end it. Housing that's safe and affordable, community and family involvement, political considerations, education, mental health and addiction services. All of these will be important parts of the answer, if there is one. It's very clear that it will take much more than just money to move people out of homelessness with their sense of dignity intact.